He's time yet.
Another 4 years. So Rob, Forvis Mazars have surveyed their team to ask us questions.
All right, let's
So,
go.
okay, it says if you weren't, but if you hadn't have been an athlete, what would you have done?
I suppose the path laid out for me, my dad was a plasterer.
Okay.
All his family were plasterers. My mum's family were all builders. So I actually started doing an apprenticeship when I was 16.
Okay.
And I went back doing athletics when I did well in a cross-country race. Yeah.
Cross country?
So yeah, I got a running scholarship to America.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I might have gone down that route differently.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have been. I would have been an air hostess.
Would you?
I think so, yeah.
You'd be a
I like
decent air
travelling. I would, yeah.
Would you?
Yeah,
Would you be
I
too tall for the plane though?
I'm
The
5'10",
plane in your back pushing the trolley.
So that's why I'd be hunched over.
Oh, you have one now. What's your favourite memory from the Olympics?
I think when we qualified to the final.
Okay.
I think just the mood.
What about away from the sport?
It's a hard one. I haven't really reflected on the Olympics yet, you know that? The muffins. The muffins.
Sorry,
Did you not see the muffin man?
No.
What?
No.
You wouldn't be our age, like you're not on the social media
Gen
like we
Z.
are.
Okay, go on.
What's the biggest challenge you've faced in your career?
I suppose at your age, going to an Olympics, all that perception of what you think fame is and all that attention, and then when it doesn't go well and then you get injured and everyone disappears and it's you're all confused. But I think it's part of life that you have to go through, and obviously you missed out on the Olympics and it hardens you, but it's not nice going through it at the time.
Yeah.
Being injured and having belief in yourself when you have nothing.
Yeah, everything kind of goes yeah.
Aye. This is a good one now because I happen to follow your Instagram page and it's very glamorous.
God.
How do you balance your training with your personal life?
When I go to the track, I'm 100% in on the track.
Yeah.
And when I go to the gym, I'm 100% in on the gym. And the second I leave the track or I leave the gym, I don't think about running for the rest of the day.
That's a good trait to have though.
I meet my friends, like, obviously I'm aware I have to be like recovering, but like I meet my friends, like, do you know, I'm not out drinking every weekend, obviously, like, but like I do have a good...
Because you have to train.
Yeah, but like...
you would be otherwise.
I would be, Rob, like, as you probably would have been, like, do you know, where those kind of people, like, I love meeting...
to live.
Yeah, like, I love meeting my friends, I love meeting people, so...
So I get from you, like, that type of personality then, you use that's why you're so competitive then. Yeah. Because you use your energy for when you need it, and then you don't want to be carrying on like that for the rest of the day.
I couldn't be, I'd have no friends.
Yeah, I know.
I would have no friends. They'd be like, they bring me back to reality, like. What's your favourite motivational song or playlist? Song, like, go song. What's your favourite song? What, like, if you're going out the door and you weren't listening to a podcast, what are you throwing on?
It could be anything, like. It could be anything from, my playlist is mad. It could be anything from Luke Kelly to Carol Cox to Christy Moore.
I was just about to say Christy Moore.
To John Spillane to Elvis. You know, so,
I won't be listening to your playlist, Rob.
I love music. So yeah, it could be anything, like. What's your favourite?
My song's a bit inappropriate. Swish by Tyga.
Who's that?
Exactly. I didn't know who Cox was when you said him. We're in a different generation, Rob.
Gen Z. What's your most unusual training method? What's the most unusual training method you tried?
I haven't really done anything like super weird because I'm very...
Did you ever go through phases where it's like going, oh, I'm going to do this and it's going to make me better?
No.
No?
Honestly.
Even to recover or any mad stuff when you were
younger?
younger?
No, I refuse to do ice baths. They're very cold.
Yeah.
I did one in Budapest. I was in bits, but they're very cold, Rob. They weren't for me. Ice in a bath, like.
I hate it. All right, move on. Come on.
What's the weirdest pre-race ritual you've ever seen? Because I'd say a lot goes on in the walks, Rob.
Do you know what I loved? And I have these traits with anything when I'm under massive pressure.
Not you now. But the weirdest thing you've ever seen.
I wouldn't care about anyone else.
Would you not be
No,
looking?
No.
I used to look.
Would you?
I'd be looking. People breathing. I'd be like, "Whoa, she was breathing good now today." Used to.
No, I wouldn't
Not
care.
anymore. You're
I'd
not
love
beating me
coming in-
these days.
I'd love coming into the call room area and intimidating people.
Really?
And it'd be like an act. Fellas be scared. And you could sniff if somebody was scared. Do you know, if you're sitting down and you could push them over the edge and get enjoyment. I'd get enjoyment out of people folding, like, under the pressure.
No.
Or even in races, you know.
I'd be the smiler now in the call room.
Yeah, but that's
making
your
sure everyone was
smiling
okay.
assassin. You can see straight through you, Sharlene Mawdsley. You joking me. What do you do to calm your nerves before a big competition? Because I can imagine, like, how many races, you ran about 20 races at the Olympics, like.
Yeah, and then you're running last leg as well, which is probably the hardest leg you can run, like. I think so anyway.
Would you find, because when I'm watching when I'm doing, like, watching on TV, like, there's so much energy and emotion goes into each race. How do you keep that topped up, and how do you deal with keeping your head positive that you can deliver it again? And I know it's evidence-based because you've done it over and over again.
I think I didn't have that belief until Budapest last year, and I think I ran like 6 races in like 7 or 8 days or something like that. And I was like, geez, I must be fit, like.
Because 400's hard.
Yeah, but then I started to just, I suppose I've done all the training, like. What
do you
was
not
the
think
point?
about it, or do you just?
No, I can't watch the relay now when I wouldn't watch any of the legs bar the third leg when they're at the 200 mark where I have to stand. I couldn't watch the race now before that.
Okay.
I get too nervous.
Right.
Don't like to know what's going on.
And what about the days coming up to the race? Do you get nervous?
No, I used to, and I think I used to really freak myself out, and that's why I had to be like, this needs to stop. I work with a sports psychologist, so it's just tuning it all out, like.
Right.
Do you know? You have to shut out the noise.
You do.
Likes of you. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received as an athlete?
I remember training in Spawa in Poland when Robert Korjanowski was coaching me. He said, don't be distracted by the lights.
Okay.
And it's so important as you get older and mature then, like, you can still enjoy the lights, but at different times of the year. But then when you're back, that, okay, this is the process now, and you know exactly what's in front of you. So having a bit of clarity on what your year is, and understanding even when things are where there's going to be massive pressure, and that pressure is normal, that you're not having a breakdown. You know,
Thanks for that advice.
Right.
Free
Obviously,
advice here.
Obviously, I'm the answer here, but who has been the biggest inspiration throughout your career, besides me?
My mum.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. I suppose she's always like been the one to bring me to all my training sessions, like everything throughout the years. She's always been the one to keep me kind of in the sport, keep going, believing in myself. I think she wanted to keep me off the streets, to be honest, but she kept bringing me to training. So, no, honestly, yeah, my mum, like, she would never miss a race. Like,
when did you come to that age where you appreciated everything that your mum did for you?
I was young enough.
Were you?
Yeah, I think more so as I got older, obviously, because I think you start to appreciate your parents more. Like, everything, you look back, like, when you start doing things for people, you start thinking, oh, well, someone has done this for me, like, do you know, so,
because I have a full-time taxi at home, like me coming up to Dublin today, it's like a holiday.
Yeah.
Because I have nothing to do.
Yeah, no, my mum would be sitting in the car while I'd be training in UL, and she'd wait then in the car for the whole 2 hours I'd be training.
Could you feel the emotion that your mum is like, her emotions are even more heightened than yours?
Yeah, there was a video of her that went viral of her cheering at the European, when we won the mixed relay. Or was it, we came second in the women's actually, and RT came down videoing it, and sure, she was crying and everything. Oh yeah. Oh. But she knows how much it means to us. Like, she sees the sacrifices, like, do you know, like, you know the sacrifices where you're missing out on weddings. Like, I missed out on one of my cousin's weddings last year, and also one of my best friends, like, so it's hard, like, do you know, but so she loves it, like, but she watches everything, like, cross country. She'll watch the marathons on the telly. Oh yeah, I'd say she'd go to a park run to watch, like.
In the telly.
No, you haven't said anything too mean about me just yet.
Just time yet.
Another 4 years.
That's it, Sharlene.
Nothing else for me.
Nothing else for you, girl. Best of luck now with the year.
Thanks a million.
Keep going.
Yeah, stay nice.
Keep running fast, and I won't have to be mean to you, right? Give your little hand.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, lads. It's been great crack.
Thanks so much, guys. It was an honour to answer your questions. An honour? That's a bit much.
It's a bit much, isn't it? Fucking honour. You just finished fourth in the Olympics, and it's an honour to ask some questions from randomers. Are you joking me, girl? Fuck.
The Forvis Mazars Steps Team Challenge is the perfect way to get moving in January. Get your team together and be ready to get started on January 20th. Click the link to sign up now.